Honorable Chief Guests of this occasion, Mr. Vikas Arya, Director, DAV Group of Schools, Chennai, a guest of honor, Mr. Naveen Kumar, Chairman, Akshayam Trust, Founder Chairman, Akshayam Trust, Trichy, Executive Trustee, Sri Dr. P.N. Ramani, Madam Founder Secretary of PTA President, Mr. Jawuddin, a long-term friend and academician, Mr. Dave, Ms. Rani, Joint Director, Dr. Pochelvi, the Senior Principal, Ms. Jenny, Ms. Kavita, Mr. Muthukumar, Ms. Rama, other leaders and well-wishers on the dais, my dear parents, children, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a great pleasure to propose this welcome note on behalf of Akara Foundation for Education Research and the entire Akara learning community. We normally have, besides the opportunities given to children to showcase and demonstrate their skills and knowledge that they gathered over the one academic year. Two purposes for any such annual day occasion for a school. The first is a kind of a review of whatever has happened over the year. And I would invite our academic leaders to do that as an annual report after my welcome note. So to move to the next purpose, namely the forecast. What would Akara's roadmap be from now on? And what is so special about this occasion today, which actually marks the third annual day for Akara World Schools? We are just past a quarter century as a family into establishing and I was trying to tell how over the past 25 years or so, we have been kind of a forerunner to bring to Trichy a lot of new initiatives, a lot of programs which make children industry ready, future fit, life ready. And to name a few, we were the first to bring CBSE to this part of the city. That's about 15, 16 years ago. We were also the first to bring an international program, in fact, the first one across the plains for some time, Cambridge program. About 16 years ago, we were able to foresee how this evolution of education would take place. And we brought in a brand called Matrusri from Hyderabad. We conducted a massive showcasing exam entrance test in Tilanagar, Trichy, our city campus, and started the foundation program for IIT JEE. What has now become a kind of a bandwagon and a race now was anticipated 16 years ago by this group. Now, we have moved into, globally, a kind of a crossroad in the development of K-12 system. There's a great opportunity now, my dear parents, to get fulfilled, to touch, to tap hitherto untouched, untapped domains of learning for children, thanks to technology. இதுவரையில் பள்ளிக்கல்வி சரித்திரம் கண்டிராத புது சிகரங்களை குழந்தைகள் தொட இயலும். இதுவரை சில மாணவர்கள் ஏன் கற்கின்றார்கள், சில மாணவர்கள் ஏன் கற்க இயலவில்லை, சில மாணவர்கள் ஏன் அதிக நேரம் எடுத்துக்கொள்கின்றார்கள் என்றெல்லாம் மனிதனின் மூளைக்குள் என்ன நடக்கிறது, எப்படி நடக்கிறது, எவ்வளவு நேரம் நடக்கிறது என்றெல்லாம் ஒரு primitive understanding based approach to learning தான் வச்சிருந்தோம் globally. Not only Akara, not only Trichy, not only India. Now we have an exciting time. It's the most exciting time to be in school as an educator. That's what personally I've been sharing with people. கையை பிசைஞ்சிட்டு நிற்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு டீச்சர், ஐயோ நான் நல்லா தானே சொல்லி கொடுத்தேன், why some children learn, some children don't learn. No more need for such an apology at all. Only thing is we must be able to adapt and apply and implement the right technology at the right time. But unfortunately, what's happening all over the world is more and more of learning to people who are already privileged, who are already smart and intelligent. So they make use of these advanced technologies as well and become still smarter and still quicker. And that's why this exponential growth of advancement in technology benefit those who are already privileged. ஏற்கனவே வசதியும் அதிக அறிவும் படைத்த குழந்தைகள் இந்த டெக்னாலஜியை பயன்படுத்திட்டு இன்னும் ஜாஸ்தியாக கத்துக்கிறாங்க. Conversely, what must be happening is a mass implementation of such technologies must take place and reach out to those children who are not actually using their full potential. So this is one domain where the future challenge of education lies. We have been doing a mediocre teaching learning. We have been cultivating, nurturing mediocrity in this country, including all my schools. We've never been able to, not that we didn't want to, we've never been able to, as a community of educators, understand why this was happening. And you will see in course of time a couple of technologies which are going to implement, and how to begin with language learning, literacy as they say technically, one of the most global crises in education, K-12 education today. To be able to read, to enable the children to be able to read, reading instruction is a huge challenge. It's a very complex process. ABCD solli kudukkradhu illa, literacy. Literacy is the ability for the children to decode and understand the text and the comprehension. And you will see a small bit of that. I'm just giving a glimpse of the potential possibilities that technology offers us today. And so, Akara is already prepared for it. It is at this time we thought we must have the support and expertise of a proven, established brand called DAV from Chennai. And I'm so happy, I'm grateful to Mr. Vikas Arya and his entire team of trustees of DAV group of schools to understand and accept this proposal and make this academic partnership today possible. I was trying to tell you how this cognitive learning can be enhanced. Today we have come to an understanding how that cognitive development alone is not enough for future career possibilities. உலகம் முழுவதிலும் உள்ள வளர்ந்த நாடுகளில் உள்ள எந்த நாட்டுக்கு சென்று எந்த நிறுவனங்களில் உங்கள் குழந்தைகள் பணிபுரிய வேண்டும் என்று நினைக்கின்றீர்களோ, என்று கனவு காண்கின்றீர்களோ, அந்த நிறுவனங்கள் அனைத்தும் சொல்கின்றன, we don't need only intelligent and smart children, employees. We want good human beings. We want people with a good heart. And they may use lot of technical names for it, like emotional intelligence, empathy, able to see others suffering like you're suffering, including Microsoft, because we are very popular with that company. And Satya Nadella, the CEO, says, we are looking for, on behalf of Microsoft, he says, you can Google it and find it out, we are looking for those candidates who come with huge heart, who come with empathy, not only because they will do a lot of good things to the company and the society, but then he says empathy is the trigger point of future innovation and creativity. எப்பொழுது மற்றவருடைய கஷ்டம் என்னுடைய கஷ்டம் போல் நான் உணர நினைக்கின்றேனோ அப்பொழுதே அந்த கஷ்டத்திற்கு ஒரு தீர்வு காணுவதற்கும் என் அறிவு வேலை செய்துவிடும். So empathy is not an add-on feature. பரிதாப உணர்வு அல்லது, தர்மம் அல்லது, சேரிட்டி அல்லது, அதுதான் அந்த பர்சனாலிட்டி, the total growth. அந்த growth ஒரு எஜுகேஷன் சிஸ்டம் கொடுக்க முடியும்னா, the companies say, the top companies, Fortune 500 companies say, that is the total 360-degree learning that education institutions must give. முழுமையான அறிவு, முழுமையான வளர்ச்சி என்பது புத்தகத்தில் இருப்பதை மறக்காமல் ஒரு பிழை இல்லாமல் reproduce பண்ணுவது அல்ல. Must be able to interpret, must be able to apply, must be able to do, must be able to create and solve problems of the future generation. And so we have the other person, Mr. Naveen Kumar, who's an embodiment of that sympathy and empathy and emotional intelligence. To move into a more formal introduction of the guest today, it's my privilege to share some fundamental basic information of our chief guest, Mr. Vikas Arya, a rank topper in the very first sitting of Chartered Accounts. He moved on to IIM Bangalore, came out with flying colors and started off his career with top corporates. He led NGOs and still leads, I believe. A brilliant mind with a huge heart, poised, balanced, so full of knowledge and brilliance, but so humble in his approach, in his understanding, in his perception of life. We could not have had a more fitting person to preside over and to be the chief guest of this occasion, sir. We are honored, not simply because you represent DAV, but more because you are what you are. நான் குழந்தைங்கிட்டையும் டீச்சர்ஸ்கிட்டையும் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கிறேன், சில பேரோடு இருக்கும்போது உங்களுக்கு ஒரு சுகம் இருக்கும். You can't explain that. I feel that comfort, I feel that vibe with you, and I must thank you for that, and thank you for your presence as well. It's equally good to introduce to you Mr. Naveen. சில பேர் டிவியில் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க அவரை. A recipient of National Award, a recipient of Anand Vigadan Award, and so many other awards which can be actually listed. For what? For his dream. He is 26 now, or 27. I think 26 or 27, your age. 25. At the age of 25, a lecturer in a private engineering college in Trichy district, Mr. Naveen has already transformed more than 300 beggars on the roadside into self-dependent professionals. மாதம் 18,000 ரூபாய் மட்டுமே ஊதியம் வாங்கக்கூடிய ஒரு private engineering college lecturer. So money has nothing to do with your dream. Achievement has nothing to do with your perseverance and networking and pushing through. He is an embodiment of all that you can say. Thank you, Mr. Naveen. We are honored by your presence. Today, Akara creates a new history. A new history in tying up with a brand that the entire country knows as an embodiment of excellence, uncompromised excellence, human quality, human service, commitment to children, commitment to education, and nothing more and nothing less. And that's expansion for DAV. Parents form up queues at least one day ahead to get their application form. They get more than 10,000 applications for 720 vacancies in kindergarten. For a brand of that stature to understand and to reach out to a Tier 2 city like Trichy and to a small school like Akara, it only needs both huge heart and a perceptive understanding of what life is, what life's purpose is, what education's purpose is. It's not easy to communicate that, to express that in words. I saw that as a living vibe across everybody in DAV Group, in DAV Trust. Thank you, Vikas sir, for once again for making this possible today. It's not possible to blow out of proportion the potential of this academic partnership that is getting implemented today. It has potential at various levels, which you will see in course of time, which I would rather like Mr. Vikas to explain rather than me going into depth into it. I'll just take 2 minutes more because it's more welcome and introduction and the launch here. I request my technical team to move into those 2 small videos. Yeah, that chart, yes. Parents, kindly have a look at what you see on the screen. The graph shows non-routine cognitive job skills and human skills getting more job in recent years. The blue-green lines going up. The routine cognitive skills, like your ability to produce what is there in the book, your ability to be knowledgeable in some area, that's a blue line which is actually going down. That's an analysis of the job market in the last 5 years or 10 years. There's a growing need for bringing and building the human capital across the globe. By human capital, we mean the learners, the candidates, the future graduates in toto per se, not simply that brain, not simply the grade sheet, not simply the mark sheet. That will not fetch them too long. That will not take them too long. That's what you see there as a global research report. And hence, Akara and DAV will implement a 4-level learning. Move to the next chart, Ms. Satish. The 4 horizons that we have been talking about the last few days to the parents and the children. Our curriculum will now take the children through 4 levels of learning, which we technically call 4 horizons of learning. The first level that you see at the top is what all good schools do to prepare the children for their CBSE board exams. Content mastery, as they say. Whatever is in the book, particularly the NCERT, children must be able to understand and reproduce that and get marks. Level 2 again is something of a bandwagon in the recent years, particularly in the last 2 years across India. That's to prepare students, along with the board exam, for national level competitive exams like IIT, JEE, and NEET. Particularly NEET has become a race. So that's level 2 that we would certainly like to seriously offer our children, as we did last year. We tied up with First Bench. We will have either the same brand or an equally good brand to continue that It's an integrated program. All children of Akara will get that. So it is here, this 1 and 2 levels, that the expertise of DAV, a brand that has been on the national ranking, the top 5 rank for so many years, both in state board and in CBSE. Go to the net and Google, you will see DAV in the top 3 ranks for Chennai and Tamil Nadu, and probably top 5 to 10 ranks for All India ranking. And the students have been getting ranks at different levels. So this 2 levels of learning with the expertise of DAV, the guidance, the teachers training, which they're so rigorously serious about, will enable Akara parents, Akara children, to receive the benefit of the top teaching and coaching. We don't stop there. We move to level 3 and level 4 that you see on the screen. Level 3 is what was a dream until a few days ago. When I started talking to parents of the IB group on day 1, it was a dream. Even my own boss at home was not very happy about me talking to you all about it. She said, why confuse parents about pizza? What do they care for? Trichy parents, pizza na enna theriya podhu, yen avangala pottu kodapringa na. I said, my dream is a dream, and I can't be dishonest to my own dream. And children have to be prepared for those global competencies and global challenges, and so Akara will have to offer it. Parents understanding and not understanding is not my problem. I can't be a dishonest educationist, I said. 2 days later, CBSE has made it a compulsory program, has written to the CBSE principals, asking the institutions how to integrate the levels of competencies that the PISA examines in children across the globe to be integrated into CBSE. I'm so happy that what we visualize, what we dream, what we want to give our children, even if they are not part of the board, it's a matter of time of 3 months or 6 months or 1 year that it becomes part of the CBSE board, and so parents understand the seriousness. 16 years ago, when we started talking about IIT JEE in Trichy, not many takers. 2 years after that, the program died. It had a natural death. In spite of the fact that National Institute of Technology director, it was then called REC, came on stage and said, I'll be thankful to Dr. Paini if he makes at least 100 admissions, not more, from Trichy and surrounding Trichy, so that the hostel pressure will be less on me. Which meant there were not many takers from Trichy into REC. But then, there were not many people whom I could really reach out and awaken. And so, 3rd and 4th level, creative projects, problem-solving projects, group projects. Your children must have talked to you about some project on empathy, some social cause and social development, how what they learn in the curriculum can become a group project. I think our children have started doing it, and that would be level 4. Please believe me, it's a matter of weeks, not even months, when CBSE is going to make it mandatory to have not a single progress report of 3-page or 4-page details of the grades that the children have, but a book of portfolio of all that the children do, including the creative work. I saw already some conversation within CBSE going on. So level 4 is going to be part of CBSE already. May I, on this August occasion, thank every one of you who have been with us all these years, and thank DAV Group of Schools, Chennai, represented by Mr. Vikas Arya, all the well-wishers on the stage, and of course, the leading light from above, to lead Akara from strength to strength. And may this institution become a beacon of light in the years to come, and serve children and make them not only future fit and career fit, but life fit forever. Thank you so much, and I have great pleasure in getting this event inaugurated.